Winning this tournament would have meant a lot.
To all of us.
Yeah, I know. I just can't stop thinking about what I could have done differently, you know?
I know, but you got to snap out of it. Losing this game doesn't mean anything different than winning it would have. You learn the lesson and you get back to work. This profession is filled with ups and downs, and it humbles everyone. But what matters is how you respond.
You're right. Only thing to do now is work. Leave the past in the past. You can't change any of that now, so...
So let's talk about the second half of the season and how to get the most out of it. Take a look at these goals. Let me know what you want to focus on.
Look, I'm not trying to be in the lottery. We gotta protect home court.
It's the first step to respectability. You win games at home, you've got a solid foundation to build on.
And the fans need more, too.
Should certainly help with the booing. My wife stopped coming to games.
Yeah. So I'll make sure that the guys show up and we put on a show tonight at home, all right?
We don't need showboating. We need to defend, rebound, and make shots.
Don't worry, Coach. I got you.
Fantastic. Sounds like we're in total alignment.
Just remember, every moment matters. Give everything you've got to this and you'll be rewarded.
They ain't ready, MP. Good, MP.
right, MP. You ready to go get it?
These guys are no joke. This is exactly the kind of game we need to win if we want people to think twice before walking in here like they own the place.
I understand.
You wanted to make this place a fortress, right? These guys are the barbarians at the gates.
Coach, we're just hooping. These guys aren't invincible. We could take them.
Enough talk. Time to lock in.
All right, you just need to meditate, man. I bet you your blood pressure is through the roof.
You know
right
what?
now.
It will be if we lose tonight. Now get out there and defend your turf.
I got you, Coach.
Feeling you, MP.
Coming up next, the Clippers taking on the Mavericks. For the Clippers, they've stumbled here at the midway. There is no better way to start off the new year than with the NBA here on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Berry, and our sideline reporter, David. Wow, what better way to start a new year than with NBA hoops. Craig, not feeling tired, are you? We got a long way to go here, partner.
Oh, I'm feeling good. Hopefully, these players can say the same. I'm sure many of them did stay up a wee bit past their bedtime last night.
We know MP never misses a chance to show up for his team's fans. And this season, he's going the extra mile by committing to winning every home game he plays in. That's a pretty bold objective.
And I have to respect MP's attitude. Taking aim at such an ambitious goal, being rock solid at home is going to take a lot of focus and hard work from this squad. But if anyone can lead them to being one of the more dominant home teams around, it's MP.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Miles McBride. Jackson Hayes is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Mitchell, and it's Marshall in at the small forward. And let's go over to David Aldridge, who has something to say about MP. D.A., take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. MP talked to me about the importance of today's game. He said we know we need to be in a better position than last season, and it's up to us. We have to win these games at home. No excuses. They are locked in and focused today. Kevin?
Boy, doesn't it sound like a DA? Wow, that's something else. Good stuff. Brent, when you talk about the Clippers franchise, and you appreciate this so much, their first superstar was really Bob McAdoo.
And what a tremendous talent. You know, most people remember Bob McAdoo with his years with the Lakers. But, man, when he was with the Buffalo Braves, 3 straight scoring titles, was the league MVP in 1975. Sorry, Dad. Some people still consider him the club's best player ever.
Shot from 12. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Leonard's got 6 points. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Here's Mr. Clutch, defended by McBride.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Hayes, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Mr. Clutch. He trains the quick shot. That's 7 points for Mr. Clutch. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Fires the three. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Mr. Clutch, defended by McBride. And the shot is good.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Well, it was the Dallas Mavericks in their last game, a loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves. As to Leonard, there's the three. Can't get it to drop. Made 3. Missed 2 from the field. Here's Mr. Clutch. 9 points in the game so far, and he gets the bucket.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Mitchell outside. Hayes with the screen for Mitchell. His three-pointer's off the mark. Mavericks have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Brent, I've always thought the stoic demeanor of Kawhi Leonard was very imposing for an opponent.
Well, there's just no rattling, right, Kevin? How many times have you seen Kawhi Leonard get outside of himself, react to a call, become emotional? Now, as a teammate, you have to have an understanding that he might not motivate you in that way, but certainly as an opponent, it's intimidating. I remember playing against John Stockton and Karl Malone much in the same way. Emotionless, relentless, that's sometimes intimidating for an opponent.
40 seconds left in the first quarter. Mr. Clutch's shot is off.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Driving to the basket. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
Doncic against Mitchell. Marshall sets a screen for Mitchell. To end the cold streak. Good on the three-point shot. No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Clippers ahead, leading by just 1. is here. And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Here's Mr. Clutch. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Clippers trail by 7. And Greg, at the time Kyrie joined Dallas, there were some questions around how he and Doncic would fit together.
Yeah, well, Dallas needed another ball handler who could score and make plays for others. Doncic couldn't do it all by himself, especially in the postseason. Now they're trying to build around those two guys.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Mitchell is out there with Miles McBride. Then it's Jackson Hayes. And Hendricks in at the fourth. Position. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against the Timberwolves was a driven player. He finished with 30 points, and the way he shot the ball from deep was incredible, making a number of 3 balls. So it was another big night, something he's been doing a lot of lately, and I'm sure he's looking to keep it going tonight. Kevin?
Excellent, David. Yeah, he was very assertive in that last game, making things happen.
Absolutely made his presence felt. And I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to get it going early here tonight.
Every teammate in talking with them before the game says how much faith they have in him. They'll keep getting it to him.
Pass to Mitchell. Hayes with the screen for Mitchell. Oh, good with the triple.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Here's Mr. Clutch. He's got 14. Clock at 6. Count it. Good. Mr. Clutch has got 16 points.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Clippers. 8-point game. Outplayed in the previous. Game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
And if you had to point to one problem in that game, it was their rebounding. Flat out terrible.
I think you can be a little bit rattled when you lose the physical battle as badly as they did in that game. That can be tough to shake off. So it's a matter of getting over those doubts and finding yourself again.
And so it's Dallas holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Please direct your attention to the center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Okay, they're thinking about the shot.
Thank you for joining us. Getting right to the story, things are going well for the Dallas Mavericks.
Bench mob. They've been on one, giving those starters a breather, and it's providing instant offense.
That depth also critical to staying out of foul trouble. Okay, fellas, now a look at the sharpshooters lining up for the three-point contest.
A bunch of long-range snipers, cold-blooded. Still a way to go with the selection process, but this is a strong start.
No question. I'd rather play alongside them than against them. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Welcome back. The calendar has flipped over, and so have we, into the second half of our broadcast. We look at Mr. Clutch. He's really been playing well.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. We've got Jayshawn Tate, Doncic out there with Mr. Clutch. Then it's Derek Lively, and it's Westbrook in a power forward. What's the lineup out there for the Mavericks?
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Westbrook against Leonard. Inside, here's Hayes. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Derek Lively did not like that.
And I got to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still, a magnificent move to the rim. People like to debate, and Greg, I don't know if this is you, what's better, Kawhi's defense or his offense?
Well, Kevin, I'll say this. Even if he was a subpar defender, his offense alone would have him among the league's top players. But his defense isn't subpar. At its best, it's elite.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch.
Known for his incredible defense, Leonard's huge hands and timing really helped make an impact on that end.
I'm not sure what the coach said at halftime, but whatever it did, it's lit a fire. They're now 4 of 4 from the field to start their offense here in the second half.
Pass to Leonard. A baseline J. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
To the paint. Here's Lively. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Mitchell looking it over. Up top, Leonard. Lively defending. Now we'll look at the stats for Luka Doncic.
And something has really clicked for him at the free throw line. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. A switch flips, and all of a sudden, you're locked in.
And the first one at the line is good. And it seems a new era is upon us, GA. A lot of young stars and young teams vying for the status of household names.
Kevin, the casual fans might have to update their frame of reference, right? Especially since a lot of these new stars are playing in smaller markets.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Malik Monk, he's checked in for Jae'Sean Tate. And Irving subbed in for Luka Doncic. And on the way from Irving for 3. Traps in the tray. Irving's got the lead up to 13 now for Dallas. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Schroeder outside. Fades and shoots. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Leonard's got 13.
This is how dominant Leonard can be. And once he finds his comfort zone, he keeps his foot on the gas.
And it's good, 2 points.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Pass to McBride. Now Leonard. No good on that one.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Back to Monk. Dallas moving it around. Here's Mr. Clutch. The Clippers grab the miss. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
In the corner, Irving with it. Pass to Mr. Clutch. Monk outside. Here's Mr. Clutch. Connects from three-point range. Mr. Clutch has got 24.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Leonard inside. Monk defending. Mavericks leading by 16. Here's Mr. Clutch. 24 points for him. Lively a screen on Leonard. Here's Mr. Clutch. There's the steal. With 1 on the clock. No good on the shot. And so it's Dallas with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are... And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, we've got Green. Zach LaVine is out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Wiggins, and it's Hendricks in at the power forward position.
Kyrie exceptional at taking the hit and then somehow creating a release angle towards the rim.
And the Clippers making a switch here.
Defensive foul.
Moody's checked in.
That's his first personal. First team foul. Now at the line for your Mavericks, Kyrie Irving. Shooting 1.
Greg, you love this topic more than anyone when you think about the best ball handlers of all time. Where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
Clippers trail by 16. Stripped it away. Here's the three. Dallas again missing. The Clippers shooting around 40% from the floor here. Schroeder finds Moody. Back to Schroeder. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he... He knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Isaac's checked in for Los Angeles. Here's Mr. Clutch. Yep, it counts. That's now 26 points for Mr. Clutch.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And there's a whistle that goes on Mr. Clutch. That's his first foul. Doncic is checked in for Dallas. Mitchell is checked in for the Clippers. To Schroeder. Here's Hendricks. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. And Davis pulls it down. Mavericks leading by 18. Mr. Clutch's shot is off.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Now here's Green. Down low. Schroeder. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Schroeder's got 5 points in the quarter.
And Schroeder did not even have to think twice about that shot. This young man simply devours these chances inside.
Irving from long range. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And a closer look. Scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
All game long, they've just done a great job of keeping the pressure on the defense and penetrating with the pass. They've gotten everything inside, and they've converted there.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, every time the shot goes up, guys are doing a nice job of finding bodies and making sure there's room to collect the rebound.
And he's good on the three ball. Mr. Clutch has got 13 points in the second half.
I don't know. I'm getting the feeling as this game moves on, he's getting stronger.
Here's Leonard. Hayes trying to break free. Los Angeles with another miss. Dallas leading by 18. Here's Mr. Clutch. Misses the three, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. McBride finds Mitchell. Banked in off the glass.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Pass to Doncic. Lively with it. Here's Mr. Clutch. Rebound by Mitchell.
Well, another 10-cup moment here because he continues to miss shot after shot from three-point range. This is not a fourth quarter he's going to want to remember.
Here's Leonard. Nice D from Doncic.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Buries it from three-point range. Mr. Clutch has got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Mavs. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers, trailing by 19.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Mavericks.
Tonight they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And not only are they on their way to winning this game, this also gives them a win in the season series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Mr. Clutch.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
The shot by Mitchell, no good. Dallas with the ball. They're on a 14-5 run. About 7 seconds separating the shot game clocks. Kept alive, Lively. And finished off by Lively.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a pass to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you later.
They really thought they had a chance tonight.
Good game, MP. Solid effort tonight on both ends. crowd looks hyped tonight. Better come with it.
About to tear the roof off.
Exactly.
Took my kids to the ice show last weekend.
Oh yeah? What's up with that?
I got an air fryer for some right up.
You? That's a good idea. I might have to do that myself.
Right.
It's going in!
Shake it, MP. It's going to be a long summer if we can't win tonight.
Tickets are still available for the next game. To purchase your tickets today, visit the ticket counter for available games or sign up for Mavericks season tickets today. You don't want to miss out on the next for the next home games, do you? Of course you don't. Well, make sure you stop by one of our ticket booths.
And going through their pregame warm-ups, trying to get loose and focused here before tip. Great to have you with us. We are set to get you over the hump this Wednesday night with another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll watch the Memphis Grizzlies in this one as they go up against the Dallas Mavericks here at their home, American Airlines Center. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Luka Doncic.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Edey out there with Jackson. Then there's Butler, and it's Gravett in at the small forward position. And for the Mavericks, we've got Davis. Derek Lively is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Mr. Clutch in at the point. Well, Grant, we're near the middle point of the year now. At what point do coaches start looking at limiting the minutes of their stars?
You know, each game is really the determining factor for how that plays out. So, when possible, you keep your stars in there for close games and get them some rest when the outcome isn't in question.
And it's going to be the Grizzlies off the tip. Well, as the saying goes, got to give the people what they want. MP is looking to reward his hometown fans' dedication by putting on a show. And most importantly, bringing home a win. Not just tonight, but he's determined to win a ton here at home.
The MP is making a point. Protect the home floor, establishing a home court advantage, and that's something this team wants to get set in stone. MP hopes this is a goal that will be adopted by every player on his team for a season-long effort.
And now let's check in with Allie to see what she has on MP for us. Take it away, Allie.
BA, I asked MP how they'd be approaching home games this season, and he said, I told my guys, we have to do better this year, period. When the game is in our house, we owe it to our fans to win it. Guys, I can get the feeling this isn't going to be an easy stop on the road for anyone.
Nope, and MP always working for the people, Allie.
The PA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Richard, for years, the Grizzlies team motto was grit and grind. You think that shifted?
They're a little bit flashier now, but they still have that underdog spirit. That's what grit and grind is about. They're always out to prove themselves.
From outside, off the mark.
Okay, let's just say it. This has been an ugly quarter for him. Not quite a break a mirror ugly, but it's getting there.
And he's going for the oop here. And the dunk by Jackson.
Love watching Jackson on the receiving end of the alley-oops. He definitely won the athletic lottery.
Here's Mr. Clutch. That three's off the mark.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you gotta shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Now here's Butler, coming in off 12 points in his last outing. Has to grab it. The 3-ball. Doesn't go for him. Dallas has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Here's Butler. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Making a statement here early, going right to the rack. I love it.
Yeah, it's nice to see him be assertive instead of settling for a jump shot, especially in the first quarter.
Here's Mr. Clutch. And Dallas hits again from deep.
I love it. Just thumbing his nose at the height disadvantage. He's able to get the space he needs and convert.
And you know it takes skill for you to get your shot up over a bigger guy. Little giant killer. That's impressive stuff.
Now here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
A big target with good hands. Jackson doing damage in the pick and roll.
Well, so much can be said about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s versatility. But I'd like to praise his team-first mindset. If the dirty work needs doing, he's got it. As long as it helps his team get the win.
Here's Tatum in his last outing with 12 points. And the dunk by Jackson.
The strong finish from Jackson Jr. He goes up with power inside the paint.
4-3. Mr. Clutch can't hit.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Puts up a deep 3. The offensive rebound. Champagnie. Nice work on the boards.
basket. That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Oh, yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Now here's Tatum. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game, and the bucket is good.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
41 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Mr. Clutch. Nails it from beyond the arc. Mr. Clutch has got 12 points.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
Pass to Gromit. To the paint. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
And there's the 8-second violation. situation as they can't get it across half court in time. And Chauncey Billups calls timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Richard, if the three-point shot was never introduced, how... different do you think the game would be?
The offensive strategy would be very different. The game would be more physical, and it was more physical. And the main priority would be creating high percentage looks.
On the court for the Grizzlies, we've got Jaren Jackson, also Edey out there, and it's Gravett in at small forward. And it's Butler with the ball for Memphis. It's a 10-point game. The last time they came together was in Dallas, where they fell to the Mavericks.
And last time against this team, they struggled with foul trouble. It led to an ugly loss.
They had to rely on their bench a lot in that game, and maybe it instilled some confidence in those guys.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against the Pelicans made some terrific plays. He scored 28 points and was on fire. From outside, the D had no answer for him. He was just sensational in that game. No one could stop him, and he knew it. Guys?
Yeah, got it. We saw him play in attack mode the other day. We'll see if he can keep it up in this one.
You know, I think he can. A repeat performance should be no problem for him.
Oh, I don't know. After you put up numbers like that, I think the defense starts paying a little bit more attention to you, so it might be difficult. Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Not enough room to get just like...
layup. Down low. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 3 assists tonight.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Here's the 3. Sinks the tray. Mr. Clutch has got 5 points now this quarter.
Even with all the threes he nailed in the first quarter, the defense still hasn't made the proper adjustments.
Pass to Jackson. Wide open. Davis with a rebound.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Good on the shot. And now an 11-point Dallas lead.
And that's a backbreaker for the defense. I mean, offensive boards like that run momentum against you.
And you can see them just deflate after giving up that score. And they know that they can't dig themselves out of this hole if they're allowing second chance points.
Soft touch off the glass. Mr. Clutch has got 19 points.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Butler, and that one's long. For 3. Can't hit that one. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks earning this break in the action, up 10. 3 points is better than 2. They built this lead by tacking on that extra point at the end of possession. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Hey, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot from Lee. Ooh, they're measuring up the shot. Hey, give it up for our contestant.
And welcome to halftime. With the All-Star festivities around the corner, here are the favorites to take part in the dunk contest.
The NBA has a lot of great athletes, but if you look up and down this list, you see some of the most athletic guys in the world at any sport.
Yeah, there's a beauty to just watching these guys fly. And looking now at that first half, anything that could have gone wrong did go wrong for the Memphis Grizzlies.
They haven't been close with some of these threes. Does the rim look like it's moving to them? I mean, seriously. It looks like it's multiple rims out there.
Aim for the middle one. At least that's what I've been told. And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Dallas leading by 10. Well, Grant, as long as the Mavs have Luka Doncic, they'll be a contender in the West.
Yeah, no doubt. Luka is the special guy who can carry a team. He's an MVP candidate year in and year out. And Dallas is just very lucky to have him.
They've got Kyrie Irving. Derek Lively is out there with Davis. And it's Champagnie at power forward. That's the group starting the second half for Chauncey Billups. Now here's Butler. Pass to Jackson.
Justin Champagnie. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Gravett. Tatum with it. Just 5 to shoot. Another shot. Blocked!
Hey, the struggle is real. He hasn't found much success with his offense today.
Fires from deep. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got 4 rebounds in the game.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
Outside Butler, and he lobs it up top, and the dunk by Jackson.
Jackson's been shooting it with so much confidence. Defense, they can't really slow him down right now.
And Chauncey Billups calls timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. Taking a look at Charlotte, they're a rising team climbing to 5th on the board.
Well, right now for the Mavericks, they're still trying to find a way to play to their full potential in a holding pattern of sorts right now. But that could change with a couple good games.
Mr. Clutch can't hit. Grizzlies trail by 11. Outside Butler. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Pass to Edey. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Memphis shooting their first free throws here for the night.
Shoot 2.
And the first one at the line is good. So he makes both from the line. And a vital mission for the NBA, mental health. Commissioner Silver has said it's the most important issue for the league.
And I applaud Adam for those comments he's made about it. I mean, the season is so difficult. It can really take a toll on your mind. So it's great the league is trying to help players out through this.
And they have been cold coming out of the break. Only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
First personal foul, 13 foul.
These are his first free throws of the game. And he drops the first. Second free throw, no good. Dallas leading by 8. Here's Irving. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Irving's got 10 points.
And this right here, this is routine for Kyrie. You're going to have to make him work a little bit harder because his jumper is as consistent as it gets.
Inside, here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Somebody help this man. Get this man some help out there. He's doing everything he can to keep his team in the game.
Richard, every team wants three-point shooters and rim protection. Jaren Jackson Jr. gives you both.
Oh, he is the prototypical big man. He's Defensive Player of the Year. He's led the league in blocks on multiple occasions, and he can stretch the floor and shoot threes.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 18. Pass to Mr. Clutch. Fires from the wing. From the arc. Counted from distance. Mr. Clutch has got 25 points.
Yeah, such a creative playmaker. Love seeing Irving find the open teammate and make the right pass.
Now Butler. 1:43 left in the third quarter of the game. Jackson can't get it to go.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
From outside the arc. And Dallas hits again from deep.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
And it's Tatum with the ball for Memphis. They trail by 14. Now a timeout called by Memphis. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
We hear players proclaiming their love for the game, but former sharpshooter J.J. Redick said there's a distinction between loving the competition itself and loving the game and everything that goes into that. Guys say, I just want to play. Well, do you want to do all of the necessary things that lead up to that? Hey, Brian, 15 NBA seasons for Redick. He'd know.
He certainly would. Thanks, Allie. Pass to Wells. Here's Jerome. Here's Jackson. Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. 10 of 14 from the field.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter. Offensive rebound. Oh, Luka playing grown man ball inside.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the three ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Wells. Nails it from 3. Wells has got his second bucket on the night.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Mr. Clutch can't hit.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Here's Jerome. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Here's Mr. Clutch. And he's got 28 now. The 3. That shot off the mark. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third. Both teams putting up some points. Dallas on top, up 9. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
Not just playing selflessly, but also making a smart decision with the ball.
Completely new group here for the Mavericks. A big group substitution here for Memphis. Grizzlies trail by 17. On the court right now for the Grizzlies. We've got Butler, Jaren Jackson out there with Edey, and it's Tatum in at the shooting guard position. Pass to Jackson. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
They've been playing with much greater physicality this half. Getting themselves to the free throw line is a bust.
And he sinks the second. And here are the Mavericks now. Next up, they'll face the Nuggets in Denver. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. There's a screen. Launches a 3. Mr. Clutch can't hit.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
First personal foul. 4th team foul.
Jackson, pass to Tatum. Here's Edey. Jackson down low. Nails the baby hook. Jackson's got 23.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Here's Mr. Clutch. From behind the arc. Pure from 3-point range. Mr. Clutch has got 12 points in just the second half. Grizzlies trail by 17. And here's Butler. Pass to Edey, to the inside. Here's Jackson. And there are the Grizzlies with another bucket.
This is where you want Jackson Jr. going to town. He's got a nice soft touch around the rim.
Here's Mr. Clutch. 3-pointer off the mark. The Grizzlies have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. To the middle. Here's Jackson. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes.
Assist goes to
Butler's got 7 assists in the game.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And so it's Butler who brings up the ball for Memphis. It's a 16-point game. Jackson outside. Lively's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Mavericks.
In today's game, you need to shoot it well from 3. That was the difference maker.
Exactly. And the defense didn't rotate out quickly enough to disrupt their shooters.
And they really wanted this one. It pushes their win total up to 21. And what a huge performance it was for Mr. Clutch.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
Here's Mr. Clutch. 44 seconds left in the fourth. Launches it. Good! Another from 3.
He's got this defense scrambling. Even when they've got 2 guys on him, he finds.
finds a way to get to space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for three-pointers in a single game. Free throw, no good. Jerome on the wing. And there's a pick. Lets it fly. He squares up and sinks it. They put together a solid lead.
And it doesn't seem like they're going to back off.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Mr. Clutch. Off target with the three. So Dallas takes this one by a big margin. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you later.
They really thought they had a chance tonight.
Way to bring home that W. They're a good team, but we got you. So we're going to win.
It's going to be a long summer if we can't win tonight.
Of your favorite mascot, Mavsman, and the Mavericks dancers. Your time at the arena to be enjoyable but needs to be upgraded. If you're having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Thanks to Skylar Cole for that stirring rendition of our national anthem. And we'll be right back. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, and we know the second night, Greg, of a back-to-back can be rough.
And the NBA has put in work trying to minimize these, but sometimes it's unavoidable. And if you have a long bench, this is when you lean into it.
Something we've been watching closely is MP's promise to get the win in home games this season. He's been very vocal about wanting to deliver for these fans.
And so far... is delivering on that promise. He and his guys have looked strong on their home court, excited even for every chance they get to defend it. It's a great mindset to have for this team in these home games.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, Bam Adebayo is out there with Bridges. Then there's Andrew Nembhard. Then there's Garland. And here's Garland for three. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first two shots tonight. Here's Mr. Clutch. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Garland, the pass to Bridges. Here's Nembhard. Bounce pass from Garland. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
And Dwayne Wade is the first Heat player to be honored with a statue. And, Greg, that's pretty significant for a very successful franchise.
And, Kevin, well-deserved, right? D-Wade's the best player in franchise history. He helped bring 3 championships to the city, plus he's already got a street named after him.
And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. The Heat shooting their first free throw of the evening.
Darius Garland, 1 shot.
Hard not to like how dynamic Garland is on the floor. He's a high-energy player who works hard to maximize his impact on the game.
So for Dallas, their last game, a loss to the Brooklyn Nets. Bridges outside. Pass to Adebayo. Bridges deciding where to go with it. Shot clock at 5. Sweet move. He can't get it to go. Dallas has gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. The Heat have gone 2 of 6 from the field. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And there's Garland. That's good on the assist by Bridges.
Always good seeing a guard like Garland score inside.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Mavericks making a switch here. Champagne's checked in. The Heat also with the sub. Heroes checked in. Not a fast start for the Mavericks. It's a 3-point game. Here's Mr. Clutch. Dallas again missing.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against Brooklyn put on a show. He had 42 points, and he was efficient out there. The stats he put up were amazing. Nobody could slow him down, and he went to work. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious he was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
And here's Garland for three. Tate with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Mr. Clutch's shot is off. For Miami, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Aggressive, just an attacker. Bridges wants the rock, especially near the rim.
Tate, no good. Well, Heat leading by 4. They stand from 15 feet in. Not many players more dangerous in this NBA than Bam Adebayo.
No, there's not, Kevin. He's got the total package when he gets in the mid-range area on down. He can shoot the mid-range jumper above the rim to finish. He can score with his back.